more starting on incomplete beats or incomplete measures. In these delightful pleasant groves, similar to that Scheherazade technique, where we're starting on the second part of beat 2, so it's essentially a pickup to a beat 1. So the same, except this case is a duple meter. So in this case, the same idea that we're going to start up, we drop with a passive beat, and we activate with an active beat. And then the sound enters on the and of 2. So this is a slightly faster tempo to start. So if we start up, drop, in these delightful pleasant groves. So it's passive, active, starting up. Avoid this. In these because that extra little prep is prepping only the passive beat. There's no reason to prep the passive beat because we're not trying to create anything on that. And someone is going to be a little uncertain of when to come in. We add click on the active beat, we add breath, we can add a little more size, we can add a left hand, and a cue with our facial expression and posture. So, in these delightful pleasant groves is the way we do it. Just as in Scheherazade, if we want to give a little more tempo security and have some extra passive beats, that's fine. Same issue here is start up, or at least don't start a little bit up. You don't have to be quite like that with the extra passive beats. And we would just go drop, 2, 1, 2. In these delightful pleasant groves is the idea. And we can really rock back and forth forever in passive, and nothing's going to happen. And that's the key to the passive beat, that no matter what I do, I can almost be big with it. And if we're starting a piece like this, and it's in these delight is what we're going for, no one is going to play, but all I need to do is in these delight, and then all of a sudden someone will, because there's a distinction between the active. So it's not necessarily about size. This is relatively passive compared to this, where this has clicks on it, and that's going to create some event, whereas this doesn't. So I don't know if we would do this in real life, but we could be passive. In these delightful, etc., as we go on. Left hand can, as before, can start up or pop up. In these delightful, you might want to start up that fast tempo. In these delightful pleasant, sometimes it might mimic or mirror what the right hand is doing. In these delightful, sometimes it might do a small version of it. In these delightful, there's lots of different versions to experiment with this.